Okay, we are finally getting to this ponytail. Whenever I do a ponytail, you want to work in parts. So here you see me dividing my hair into 3 sections. I have the back, and then I have 2 sections in the front with a middle part. And it's all clipped away. Starting with the back, I'm smoothing it with my dimming brush. I'm taking a rubber band, actually doubled up rubber bands, and taking my time sliding my hair through. I don't want any snags or anything. So really just take your time to avoid breakage. Then I'm going to start with one section. I spray down with that Got2B Glued spray. And I'm brushing it down. Then I'm like, let me see how I'll lay with a dimming brush. And then I'm like, let me see how I'll lay down with an edge brush. And then finally, I landed on a thin tooth comb. And I'm blow drying it. You know, you could put it on the low heat. You just want it to dry fast and set while it's nice and straight and slick down. Then I'm doing the same thing. I'm spraying the middle, still working in sections so I can get it as smooth as possible on this 4C hair that I have previously straightened, by the way. And I combed it through. Now I'm blow drying it. I'm holding it in place. That thing was getting crunchy, y'all. Got2B Glued does not play around at all. Then I go over to the last side. I'm spraying it down, raking it through with the comb. And yeah, just letting that thing dry in place, just molding it together, getting the kitchen in the back too, smoothing that in. And then I take out the rubber band and then I just redo the ponytail again. Since everything's in place, get as smooth as possible. Then I'm at the front. I am smoothing it down with my dimming brush. Just making sure I'm laying it, getting it placed the way that I want to. Okay, and really take your time with this. Then I go ahead and put it in my ponytail, again using 2 rubber bands, so I'm doubling them up. And I am spraying my Got2B Glued, doing it section by section. I started with the middle this time because I wanted to spend more time on the sides to get it really smooth. You see me spraying it down, combing it through. And then I was like, you know what? Let me spray this brush and get it all over. And that worked really well. You see how it's slicking down, just slicking down. And I'm like, ooh, okay, edge brush too. That gets sprayed down. And I'm able to get it even flatter. I was like, oh, we are mixing up the technique here. We are doing whatever it takes. Then I'm going ahead and blow drying that on both sides. I repeated the process on both sides just so you know. And don't come for my blow dryer. That blow dryer doing the work when it got the tape. So I am using my Afrazine hair. I cut off the rubber band and I'm using 1.5 bundles of hair. I'm taking that bundle and laying it right alongside my head. So one part of the extension hair is flipped over and then the other part goes into the ponytail. As you can see here, this is the easiest technique. I saw Deeper Than Hair Sheer Genius do this and I love it. So I just flip that over once it's all in and we're good to go. I'm keeping a piece to the side. I'm going to use that to wrap later. And then I just start to braid my hair. I divided it into 3 sections and began with the braid. Sorry, I am a little out of frame here. We were struggling, but we got it together. She's back. And so I continue to braid it down and I'm finally to the side of my hair. It's long enough and braided far enough where I could start braiding it from the side. I'm putting in some Murray's wax just to smooth it out, brushing it to blend my natural hair with the extension hair. And I'm just braiding it all the way down, taking my time, making sure it's nice and neat. And that other piece of hair that I put to the side, I ended up adding it once it got thinner. And then I am braiding it all the way down to the end. Now to wrap the hair so you could conceal the base of the braid and the ponytail holder. Everything gets hidden, so it looks nice and seamless. So I'm just taking my time, making sure I'm covering it. I got my mirror so I can see and feeling for the ponytail holder. And yes, it is completely covered. And you keep wrapping it around till there's no hair left, and voila. Now, I tried to curl my little hairs in the front, but I definitely needed more hair in order to do so. Lesson learned. Look at me, confused what to do. But anyway, I just ended up smoothing it all into the ponytail and left the curly ends on the side. And we are done. She thinks she cute or whatever. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Adia Sherelle.